And welcome to the Soul of Business here on MONEYFM 89.3. I'm Clarissa Montero. On the phone with me today, Ricky Parikh, Sales and Marketing Manager at Parikh Holdings Private Limited. We find out more about their recently concluded initiative to bring food to some of our frontline medical professionals. And we also hope to gain some insight into the challenges the F&B sector now faces. Ricky, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It is absolutely our pleasure. Now, the company recently rallied, at last count, was it 21 F&B establishments?
Yep, we got 21 establishments together to...
Anybody would want to do that. But at a time when your industry is getting slammed, let's face it, why did you feel that it was important for the company to do something like this?
Initially, it was a larger program we had in mind where we thought we'd start off with helping the healthcare workers, followed by seeing the events and how we can help the F&B industry. This was definitely before we had the current situation that dining out is not available anymore. Mm-hmm. So it was a long part of a plan that we thought, how can we start off with helping the healthcare workers and then help our industry itself. Right. So that's how the thought process was.
Okay, and you said 1,100 meals to healthcare workers at Sengkang General. These were delivered to the hospital during lunch over, is it 5 or 6 days?
6 days.
Okay.
It was 200 portions each day. So 150 were non-veg and 50 were vegetarian meals.
Right. And how did you get all these different F&B establishments to come on board and want to feed our healthcare professionals?
Actually, it was quite straightforward for us. Actually, we just picked up the phone. My colleague Zach, he sent out an email to all our partners, and they say, "Look, we're trying to do something good for the healthcare. Are you guys interested to come aboard?" And that was easy peasy, I would say.
All right, and so all the F&B people that you reached out to said, "Absolutely yes, let's do it."
Yeah, I'd like to name out a few like Opero, Shartak, Cameron Hill. When Anglers, Singapore, and Bakalaki, they jumped on the opportunity. Mm-hmm. And definitely I'd like to name a few more, especially like the partners that were not part of the cooking, but they provided the key ingredients, I would say. Right. So let's say the USA Rice Federation, they provided all the rice for all the meals itself. Then we had Future Foods that provided the plant-based meats. We had Sunfresh that gave the juices as well. Biopack that helped with the sustainable and biodegradable food packaging. Right. That will be easy for delivery, and definitely the catering concern too that helped us with the logistics of delivering the food.
That was absolutely fantastic. I mean, all of them, all 21 deserve to be named, and I have absolutely no issues with you wanting to name even more, because I think we all should know who are these good-hearted restaurateurs.
Sure, if you give me the opportunity, I'll look into that.
Please do.
All right. It was, as I said, Opal, Shartak, Cameron Hill, Anglers, Punjab Grill. We had Punjab Grill, Mitso, Shabastan.
And lots more.
And lots more, yes.
All right. And what was the response from the medical professionals at Sengkang General Hospital?
So when we gave this idea to them and we worked it out with them, they were really, really happy, because one of the issues that they brought up was the morale, because food in such a way, it's such a morale booster. Mm-hmm. So the feedback they received that they were, because in the ICU, they are not allowed to go out to have lunch. So whatever is done in-house in the hospital. Right. So they were really, really happy with getting 21 different types of cuisine sent to them over the period of the week itself, the 6 days. So they were really, really pleased, and they were really thankful.
Well, I think I join every Singaporean and saying we owe them a huge debt of gratitude, all healthcare professionals across Singapore. So yeah, this was a lovely story, and I thought it needed to be shared. We're speaking with Ricky Parikh, Sales and Marketing Manager, Parikh Holdings Private Limited. Now, Parikh Holdings Private Limited is the organizer of the World Gourmet Summit. Now, this is an event a lot of people have in their planners. Every year they plan on what they want to do, where they want to, how many of the events you hold they want to attend. But it looks like this year it might be postponed. Is it possible that it might even be postponed until next year?
It is postponed, but as of now, we're looking at doing it late August, early September. But this is definitely based on the implementations and the measures that the government has recommended.
Right.
So we're definitely just waiting on the current situation. And for us, my company has been in 24 years. We've never actually postponed or canceled the festival.
Right.
During the SARS crisis in 2003, we still ran ahead with the decision to do the event. And so that was our concept was we need to give the country something to look forward to be part of and try to get back things to normal. So definitely we see it happening this year. We will not postpone it the next.
All right. Okay. How do you think what were the challenges that presented themselves because it had to be postponed? I'm sure you book your chefs and your partners last year for this year. What kind of challenges did you face?
Yeah, definitely. I think we had 12 chefs, international chefs lined up to fly into Singapore, but then when the borders started closing for each country, then we saw from chefs from China or the Europe side being cancelled and they're not able to fly down. Even though they were all ready, they said, look, we'll do all the precautions, let's just come down and get the event going. But we had to look after the safety of everyone involved. So that's why we took a call to postpone it because it's not wilder anymore.
Right. Okay. How do you think World Gourmet Summit, if it goes on in August, and my fingers are crossed that it will for you, how do you think it will be different this year from previous years?
To be frank, the format will be same. However, there will be some minor changes, like in terms of the chefs that we were hoping to come down because different countries have their different lockdown scenarios. So the chefs that we have planned that will be the biggest effect we have. But working with the local chefs and our local talents, that will not change, and we'll start promoting the local talents as well.
All right. We're speaking to Ricky Parikh, Sales and Marketing Manager, Parikh Holdings Private Limited. The F&B industry as a whole has been slammed. COVID-19 is not being kind to the sector, shall we say. And today being the first day of the enhanced social distancing, that changes everything for restaurants. They can't have dine-in customers. They can only do takeaway. How do you think the industry is going to face these challenges?
Let's start with the concerns, if I may,
Sure.
because I think staying in business is, I think, the immediate concerns I feel for any F&B industry.
Right.
And generating enough revenue to sustain their overheads. And with the current situations that are going on with the borders closed, and we're looking at manpower issues as well, and not being able to dine in, it's also a hit to the revenue generating. So that's definitely the challenges and concerns that are hitting our industry right now. But looking at it, there are so many things that they can do, in my opinion. Some restaurants that we are speaking to, or some of our restaurant partners, they're considering as a blessing, as it affords them to an opportunity to send their staff for upgrading skills, revamping their menu or renovating their establishments.
Right.
Some have even taken the step further to close the establishments to give the staff a much-needed break during the circuit breaker period. But some restaurants are looking into methods of establishments more delivery and takeaway friendly options.
Through the resilience budget and now the solidarity budget, and there is also in Parliament right now a bill that is going through to make sure that landlords do pass on any savings the governments give them to tenants, so restaurateurs. Do you think all of that will help, and is that enough for the industry to survive?
The industry is it's so wide and varied that definitely what the government has given us, it's a welcome sight. It helps with few of the concerns that restaurant owners or even the establishments have. But in overall, it can be quite challenging because it's not it's not a cookie cutter where it solves all the issues. So definitely it is a relief for a lot of our industry people, but definitely there'll be a few, sad to say, people that might not really benefit from this.
Right. Okay. It might not be enough for the smaller operators, perhaps.
Correct. Definitely not enough for the smaller operators. We'll see some people like go staff. I saw a couple of restaurants that have closed down permanently as well. It's just the times that we're living in, actually. But what the government is doing is excellent. It's so good to see what they're doing. It helps. It definitely helps. But it's just not a cookie cutter for everyone.
Okay. So do you think, and this is the question across all industries, people are asking themselves right now, from managers to CEOs to business owners, coming out on the other side of the COVID-19 pandemic, when we're out of the worst of it, when we're looking towards recovery, how do you think it would have changed the F&B